we have the pleasure of speaking with Քրիստին Լամուրեն from Italy, an independent researcher and professional art restorer. Thank you so much, Ms. Lamureen, for taking the time to speak with us today. So my first question, could you share insights into when and how you began your professional career in Armenia? What motivated you to focus on the conservation and restoration of wall paintings or in general in Armenian churches?
Well, I just happened to make a travel to Armenia because there was a proposal to make a trip from 10 days and as in Iran and Armenia. And so I decided to go. And the one who was the guide is Ardarian. So we met there. He's living in Italy now, but he has been living in Armenia for many years. He's an architect from Yerevan and so on. And we made this trip, a group of 10 people. And I wondered why there were no frescoes in the churches we visited, because it's a bit a deformation, diciamo, professional deformation. And at last, in Որոտնավանք, I saw a small picture, very small, 2 square meters, more or less. And so I thought, I loved the country. I'll come back and I'll restore it. So I told him that, and he told me, but you can't go alone because you don't speak Armenian. And so he came too, and that's the beginning of a long story, 10 years long now.
Okay.
And it was too small, so I said no, larger one. So we came every day, every year, same.
What are some of the key projects that you have implemented in Armenia and in Artsakh, if I'm not mistaken? And could you provide an overview of the specific churches and monasteries where you work, when your work has been carried out? And also, as I know, you have collaboration with Ardarian, you have mentioned as well. So this is truly admirable, and I would like to ask you to shed some light on the process and significance of your restoration work at Անդրադառնալով Monastery.
Well, but Անդրադառնալով was just a miracle because there were conferences in Yerevan, and the one of Artsakh Republic, which was responsible for tourism, and proposed us to come to Artsakh and to visit a monastery where there were frescoes, and because he wanted to ask us to restore them. So we made the trip and we saw the fresco and we said yes, of course. And so first one wall, and then the second wall, and then the whole church. So it has been we have been there 3 or 4 times for 1 month, 2 months. So a long job, yes. Fantastic job, fantastic place. Even because when we arrived, there were nobody. It was just abandoned, and a small village at the foot, but nobody went there. And then fortunately, they made an abbey, came there, and so he decided that it was 2015, that in 2020 he should have restored the whole monastery, and he did it. And then the war arrived, and he had to go away. All the people had to go away, and they went away. They fired their houses before they came. It was horrible to see. Yeah. And now you can't go there anymore. It passed to Azerbaijan.
How do you perceive the significance of this heritage and the challenges it faces in the current context? And in your opinion, what are the key obstacles that need to be addressed to preserve and protect this cultural heritage in Artsakh?
In Artsakh?
Yeah.
Well, the world has to get awake because, well, in Italy they didn't even talk about this war, and well, I know that in Belgium they talk about that, but very little. It's difficult to imagine that the program of Azerbaijan is the complete destruction of all the monuments made by the Armenians. They have to change the story, the reality of the story, and say that then no Armenian has ever gone in Artsakh, and they didn't do anything. So they have to destroy it because they are solid, there are all the inscriptions, so you have to destroy it. If you want to say that they don't exist, you have to destroy it and destroy the foundation as well. They did it in Geghard. So the program, that's the program.
So, but how can we protect, or international community can protect this?
International community should get awake, but as Europe decided to not to buy gas and from Russia, they are buying it in Azerbaijan. So Aliyev is considered as a very important man. A monastery in front of so many advantages of gas doesn't say gas and fuel. Yes, that's the problem. Okay. Yes, because UNESCO doesn't do anything. Because well, inscription to UNESCO list doesn't mean anything because they don't do anything. Well, they may be. One day they will be talking about that, but that's all. They talk and that's all. A trip may be to go and have a look, and that's all. Okay. Now this, when we saw that, well, just break our heart. Yes. And the frescoes are not there anymore. So even if you could go there, you can't see the frescoes. They took them away.
Sure,
but it was a wonderful experience.
Thank you so much.
In Artsakh, the work there, yes. The job there was just fantastic. So we have to remember it like that, not to think.
Do you have some new project that you are going to do in Armenia?
Yes, we have got two projects. But the Minister of Culture first was very open, very. Now we shall see on April 2. We have got an appointment, and so we'll understand if they want us to work or if they don't want us to work anymore, because we have made the books. We have printed the books, so we are not so. I don't know. We shall see.
Thank you so much.